What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hearthstone. Today we're going to be looking at, because it is an open beta now, there's going to be a lot of new players not knowing really what to do. Um, but, it's whatever, because we all started just like that. I came into this game, I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do? And there wasn't really any tutorials, so I figured I'd make one. I'm sure there's a lot of them out there now, but I hope this one helps you guys out. Like and subscribe to the channel, Rage Bros Inc. Go check it out. There's a lot more Hearthstone videos out there, a lot more deck tutorials, deck guides, game guides, all those types of things. So go check it out and go subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It'd help me out a lot and really appreciate it. So let's get started. When you start up in the game, this is what pops up. You first want to check out this. You got the shop. So we'll go to that real quick. And when you look in this shop, you can see that there's things you can buy. What you'll get in game when you win 3 games every time, you'll get 10 gold, and the gold will go up and it'll add up. Now you can either buy packs themselves. A single pack costs 100 gold. I wouldn't do that, but it's whatever you want to do. If you want to get more packs and work on your decks, then so be it. But the gold can also be used not only to buy decks, not only to buy cards, but to also go into the arena, which if you look right here, if it'll open, you can get into the arena now. You can actually pay real life money, which is $1.99, or you can use 150 gold that you've earned through games. So it's really easy, and the arena is a lot of fun. But before we go into that, we'll just talk about these things first. Now you go back into the shop here, you can buy 2 packs, 7 packs, 15 packs, or 40 packs. The only thing that I think is weird is that you can't buy a single pack, which, I guess it's okay because it would cost less than $1.99 and things like that. So that's going to be, they just put it for 100 gold, in-game gold. Or you can get the 2 packs for $2.99, the 7 packs for $9.99, 15 packs for $20, or the 40 packs for $50. You can actually check out on my channel. I've opened up there's a few episodes that I've opened up 40 packs and other packs and things like that. So you can go check those out and see kind of how that works. So yeah, there you go. That's the shop. Now you'll go here. This will be your quest log. When you see the quest log, you'll see play mode wins, best arena key, things like that. I really don't play arena, but I do play a lot of play mode and a lot of ranked gameplay and stuff, and I really enjoy that. You can actually check out on the channel again that I'm going through. We're working on a series right now called Road to Legendary, and I'm now ranked 17. And that's a Tauren warrior. You start out as rank 25 as an angry chicken, and you work your way up. You can also see your hero levels, what your classes levels are, and things like that. My best 2 classes right now are a priest and paladin at level 31. So I'm still working on that. It'll show your total level of 199. So now on the bottom here, you'll see your daily quests, and this will fill up 3 quests a day. It'll give you a quest a day, and then what you'll do is I've already closed out one of them, but when you see the quest here, it'll come up right here, and then you can actually, a little X bar will come up here in the corner. You can close it out, and it'll give you a new quest for something different. So, like, instead of saying only the mighty, you get 40 gold for it after you play 20 minions that cost 5 or more in any kind of gameplay mode. You can close that out, and it'll give you a new one, like play 3 games as a major shaman, things like that. But you can only close out one quest once per day, so it's pretty cool. If you let your quests build up a little bit, you'll have 3 quests here, and then you'll complete a quest, and then after about a game, it'll add on another quest, and you can start working on that one. But it only gives you 1 quest a day, so just be aware of that. So now we'll look at, right here is the open packs area. Basically, this is when you go in, you can actually go into the shop here, buy packs. The cards will come up right here as your packs right here, and then you'll drag the pack over and then put it on that little square or the rectangle right there. And then click open, and it'll open up all the cards there, and then you can see what cards it is you have. Like I said, go on the channel, you can see how that works out. And then we'll go to my collection. Now, with my collection, it'll open up. If you've made any custom decks, they'll all be here on the right side, and you can make a new deck, and I'll show you that in a minute. But up here on the top are all your tabs for all your other decks, all your other classes and things like that. You go through all the classes, and then you get to the neutral cards, and you can go through all the neutral cards here, and then use them towards your class decks. When you're starting a new deck, it'll ask you which I'll actually show you right now. You go to start new deck, and it'll ask choose your hero. So you're going to choose your hero into what kind of deck you're going to be playing with. When you start out, let's go with Druid. So we start out with a Druid, and you can suggest cards, and you'll click that, and it'll put up the 3 cards you can just suggest through, and keep going over and over until you have 30 cards in your deck. The max cards you can have is 30 cards. It'll start you out with the class cards. You can decide not to. You can just go, you know what, I want all neutral, which, I mean, it's not a good idea, but you can do that if you want. But, you know, here's all your class cards and everything like that. You know, you've got all your spells, all your druid-friendly spells and cards. And then you get more. What you can actually do is go to the first page and then go back to crafting mode up here in the corner, and then you can see in the druid deck which cards you can still make. They're kind of faint, and you can click on it. It'll show you how much it costs to make, how much to disenchant, and the dust you get will add up here. Over here, the arcane dust will add up here in the corner, and then you can make more cards with depending on how much dust you have. Each class has its own legendary. So for the druid, it's Cenarius. You choose one, give your other minions +2/+2, or summon 2/2/2 treants with taunt, and that's a legendary. And it costs 1,600 to make, disenchant for 400. So you don't really like disenchanting legendaries unless you absolutely have to. So there's that. So after you've made your deck, if you don't know what cards to work with, what you can do is click Done here, and it'll say you are 30 cards short of a full deck. Do you want to finish it automatically? And you can click Yes. And look at that. And it just made a deck for me. And you know, you can even go try these decks out, and you can actually do that as a starter deck. It gave me a legendary in this deck, but it's going to build a deck based on what cards you have. So, you know, you can go try this deck out, play a few games with it. If you see something you don't like, take it out, put something else in, work with it, just back and forth until you make a deck that you feel extremely comfortable with. And then once your deck is done, all of your custom decks will be here, and then you can actually click on the deck, click on it again, and rename it. We'll rename it OP Paladin. And there you go. OP Paladin is done. So we'll go back. And it didn't save the name. I think it's because I put an extra letter in there. So we'll put OP Paladin. So we'll click Done here. It's not wanting to save that name. But anyways, you get the idea. You can put a new name in there. We'll just put Shamadin, which makes no sense. And then enter. And then, you press enter and it saves the name. And then that's done. And you've got your own name in here, Shamadin, which obviously makes no sense, but you know, there you go. You click on the deck, you can see what you're working with, and you go back. Now, so we've got that, we've got our collections and everything. I mean, you can go back in here, and when you're searching for a card, let's say you're looking for all legendary cards, so we'll type in legendary, and we'll press enter, and this will show you all the legendary cards that you have, depending on if you have any or not. You'll probably start out with 1 or 2. But there's your legendaries. You can click X out of that, and it'll go back to your normal pages here. And you can type in, let's say you don't know how to type in it, like you don't know the name completely. If you just know the first few letters, like Shattered Sun Cleric, we'll type in Shat, and then there you go. Shattered Sun Cleric comes up. It's really user friendly. So there you go. I'm going to delete this deck because we're going to actually build one later on here. I'm just giving you an idea of what goes on. So now you have 3 modes here. You've got your play mode, your practice mode, and your arena mode. We'll go to the play mode and check it out real quick. Now, you're going to not see this. You're going to see this. When you first start playing, you're actually going to only see a mage, and then you're going to see... the mage is going to pop up, and it'll show level 1 and casual or ranked. You're going to want to start out casual when you're first playing, and then you'll click the mage, you'll press play, and then... we'll show it real quick. And you'll see this come up, and it'll wait for an opponent, and then you'll get pushed right into a game. And once you have beaten other decks, and I believe you're going through the practice mode here. We'll go up to the practice mode real quick. The practice mode is, you'll see all these decks out, all the decks that I have. These are the decks you can just go and you can practice against the AI, the actual computer in Hearthstone, and play against it and see how your deck works. These are of course your custom decks, and these are the ones that you're going to be playing with. To get more different classes and everything, you're going to have to play against the the computer as those decks. So if you want to play a druid deck, you're gonna have to use the mage and play against the druid deck. Once you beat it, you'll get the druid deck, and then you can use the druid deck to play something else, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna go back to play mode here. Now the ranking and casual play, you'll see these two here. When you're a new beginner, you're gonna want to go with casual and start out, see how the game plays. Just enjoy it and learn new things, learn how your deck works. You can always, instead of going into practice mode, you can just come in here with your custom deck and go into casual and actually play against people and see how your deck holds up after you've built one. When you go into ranked mode, you're going to start out, like I said, as an angry chicken at rank 25, and you're going to work your way up through the ranks. You're going to fill up these stars. Every time you fill up a star, you get closer, and you fill up that final star, you play another game, and then it puts you up to rank 16. When you win more than 2 games in a row, it'll give you a bonus star, so you'll get 2 stars instead of 1 star, and it goes up as long as you keep winning games in a row, you get more stars and everything like that. It obviously stops at 2 stars, and you just keep getting 2 stars over and over, but it's really good. If you keep winning those games, you go up in ranks a lot quicker. So there's that, and you can go back and forth from your basic decks to your custom decks right here on the bottom, and then we'll go back. And we've seen the practice deck. Like I said, you can do your basic decks that you'll get after you've beaten all of the classes. If you don't even want to play a warlock or all these other classes, you just want to play a priest and a mage. You just go against a mage and you get the priest deck, or you just go against a priest, you get the priest deck, then you can play these two. If that's all you want to do, then so be it. Then you go down here, and here's all your custom decks right here. You can actually play, but just by clicking on this back and forth. You can see all the decks that you've actually did, and here's the Shamadan deck, but we're not going to play that obviously. So let's go check out the arena. The arena is pretty quick. How the arena works is, I don't want to spend the gold to do this. You know what, we'll go ahead and do it just for the video. You'll spend either money or the gold to do it, and it says waiting for the purchase complete, and you're in. Then it's going to ask you to choose in between these 3 heroes, and it's going to be different every single time. You're not going to get the same 3 heroes every time. There's a possibility, but most of the time it'll switch them out, and you're going to have to play with one of these 3. So we'll just click on the rogue, or we'll click on the warrior. So we're going to choose the warrior like that, and then what it'll do is give you prompts here. It'll choose a card in between these 3, and it'll do this 30 times. It'll bring up 3 cards every time until you have a full deck of 30. So we'll choose Crazed Alchemist. So we've chosen Crazed Alchemist. Now another 3 come up, and you're just going to keep doing this back and forth until you finally get through to 30 cards. And then of course there's that. So okay, because this is a tutorial video, what I'm going to do is show you what happens when you win a game or lose a game. Actually, we're going to go back real quick. Now, what we're going to do, go back in here, and I'll just tell you basically what happens. When you pick all of your cards and you win a game or lose a game, it doesn't matter. You're going to play up to 3 times. If you lose 3 times, you're out of the arena. But if you keep winning, you go up to 12 times, and that's the max, and you get the max reward. So when you win all those games, or when you win a game, you'll get a new key will come up right here where it says choose a card. Actually, a new key will come up, and the key will change every time you win a game. But if you lose a game, the key also goes back, and it looks different. You start out with like a bronze key or whatever, and then you go all the way up. Once you've lost 3 games, or you decide to just retire your game, you click on the key, and it'll open up. It'll go into a little chest and open up, and then 3, or depending on how many games you've won, 3 like mystery boxes will come up, and you click on the mystery boxes, and it'll be either it's mostly always a pack of cards and then some gold and dust, some arcane dust, which is really good. You have a better chance of going through arena and at least losing 3 games instead of just going and spending 100 gold on a new pack. So yeah, there's that. Now here's your options. Here you go through the options. You got all your options here. Change all your graphics, sounds, miscellaneous stuff. See these what's going on. So that's pretty cool. You got your other buttons, obviously pretty easy stuff to figure out if you've been playing games. But if you haven't, then so be it. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helped you out. If you have any more questions, just comment below. Say, hey, what do I do about this? Or hey, what's going on with this? And I'll be quick. I'll be quick to answer it, at least in the next few hours, or not the next day. So make sure you guys go check out Rage Bros Inc.'s channel, and go like and subscribe for more videos, more tutorials and things like that, more gameplay and deck guides and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.